and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we would take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
Good afternoon. You're tuned into Ability Matters, the program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities and everything in between. We are one of the longest running disability-related shows in the world, starting as Headway On Air all the way back in 2007 and now brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS registered disability support organisation.
Yes, thank you, Sean. Yes, good afternoon. You're still listening to Ability Matters on your station, 106.9 VOX FM. Yes, of course, it's just me, myself, Tony Scott-Emilio, and a new co-host, I say. Yes, how you doing, Rebecca?
Good. How are you doing today, Tony?
Good, thanks. Would you prefer just stick with Rebecca or Beck for now? Yeah?
Beck's pretty good.
Beck, okay, good to know. So, okay, just it's easy off the tongue, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so what do we have to talk about today, Beck?
Okay, I've gone through and Sean from My Home Living Care, which is our sponsor, has been so kind as to provide me with some information, and I've pretty much come together with a few good news stories and a little bit of information as well. So we'll run through those as the show goes along.
Lovely to hear. Well, of course, I'll just be bouncing as well. Got my songs to go here and there. So what do you reckon we should open the show up with a song? Yeah,
for sure.
Let's do that. Okay, we're going to open today's show with The Foundations, Build Me Up Buttercup from 1968. Now, we all know this song, and especially those of you out there who've watched the movie, what's the one with Ben Stiller?
Oh.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Sorry, it'll come to me later on, but I'll play it for now. So till then, enjoy the song, shall we? Sorry there, listeners. We had a bit of a technical issue there, but let's just jump straight into the talking, shall we? And I'll fix it up between now and then. There we go.
Okay. So it was really exciting to read the BizBash article, Creating Tips for a Neurodivergent Inclusive Events. And that was written by Devlin Cleary, who is the head of global events for Vimeo. He had these great tips to ensure events were organised to cater for people that may gather information in a different way. Cognitive diversity, our processing capabilities, approach and how we think about something, and the experiential, which include our hobbies or abilities, are important when thinking of what type of customer or client you want to engage in your event. 1 in 6 people today attending your event may have a hidden disability. An example being a sensory processing issue, which was indicated by the non-profit Culture City. Neurodivergent consists of the autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, attention deficient disorder, ADD, attention deficient hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, dyslexia, pathological demand avoidance, or PDA, or Tourette syndrome. So there are some handy tips on how to tailor your event with everything, ensuring registration, website, stakeholders, and the event itself, as well as the follow-up afterwards, are all designed in a way to ensure inclusivity for a neurodivergent attendee.
Big one, yeah, big one.
So for any further information on how you would like to create an inclusive event, grab a pen if you'd like to grab a pen for that.
Paper, get it handy, good stuff.
Look on www.bizbash, which is BIZBASH.com, and select the meeting and trade show options, and then choose the second article down, which is Tips for Creating Inclusive Events for Neurodivergent Attendees.
Bit of a mouthful there, so if you feel you need a bit more direction, you can always call VOX FM Studios on 4226 9393. Once again, 4226 9393. And yes, That should be just for today's show, so...
Yes, so the next one that I'd actually like to talk about
Yes?
is the Physical Disability Council of New South Wales, or the PCDN. It's a sector coordinator for New South Wales Disability Advocacy Network, and NDIS, which runs through the Disability Advocacy Futures Program, DAFP. Lots of acronyms in there.
Yeah, plenty. They're supposed to be designed to help us remember things a bit easier, but I think, if anything, if you have too many of them, it just becomes confusion. So
A little bit.
Yeah.
They meet 6 times a year with various stakeholder representatives, and they're working together on the disability advocacy priorities on rights and interests of people with a disability. Isn't it great that there is a body focused on making sure the people have a voice?
Well, yes, that's the whole plan, isn't it? But then again, sometimes a lot of these are big corporations or representative strongholds. They don't always do what they're supposed to do.
No, so I'm glad to hear that they're doing a little bit of work, and that's also to do with the rental laws
And you're spreading the right message.
Yeah, the rental laws space. They're doing some work around silver level livable housing design, and they're trying to get that included in the National Construction Code, and the aim is to minimise the housing crisis with up to 42,000 accessible homes available per year. It's quite a few. And that will benefit quite a lot of people, not just people living with some kind of disability. It also will help with people in the ageing community as well, people that might have an injury that they need some help for a while. There's a whole different...
I think it'd be safe to say it will help the people on the pension system, yes? Or, yeah.
Probably, yes.
Yes. Along those lines, yes.
Yes, so they have an upcoming social morning tea on Thursday the 21st of September, and that's located at Sydney Olympic Park between 10:20 and 12 p.m. for anyone interested.
Pen and paper handy, get down those details.
Yeah, and if you would like to find out more information, this is where the pen will come in handy. You can email admin at pdcnsw.org.
Once again, that's admin at pdcnsw.org.
Yes.
That's still confusing. One more time. Admin at pdcnsw.org.
Yes. You can also call 1-800-688-831 to find out more on how you can get involved with what the New South Wales Disability Council
Of course,
does.
it's the 1-800 number. It's free, yeah?
Yeah, free call.
Yeah.
And also, they're offering a mentor program and various workshops. So you can also visit www.pdcnsw.org.au to find out more about these services.
Once more, www.pdcnsw.org.au. It's almost just like that email address we read out earlier, but now this time it's more of a website, yeah?
Yes, so there's a whole list of different things that they offer and are available to use throughout the community, so feel free to get on board and have a look at what they have to offer.
That's good work there, Beck. Thank you very much. And now I'm just going to jump into some Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street from 1978.
Casimir Lingerie is Illawarra's leading breast care boutique, specialising in the fitting of breast forms, mastectomy bras and swimwear following breast surgery. Whether it be a mastectomy, lumpectomy or reconstruction, with over 20 years experience we can help restore your balance and confidence. Casimir offer the most extensive range of post-surgery breast care products while giving caring and personal service with fully qualified fitters. Find your fit at Casimir, bra fitting and post-mastectomy specialist, Fairy Meadow and Warilla, or online at casimirlingerie.com.au.
VOX FM sponsor.
Hi, I'm Ian.
Hi, I'm Dan. We present Green Acres on Air.
We cover a range of different genres of music across the decades with guests from the Greenacres disability sector and news from across the Greenacres industry.
So join us from midday Wednesdays here on the Illawarra Community Station, VOX FM. We look forward to your company.
Like more than 5.5 million other Australians, you're tuned in to Community Radio.
Community broadcasting is Australia's largest independent media sector, with more than 450 stations nationwide.
It's the home of local voices,
Local news and information,
Australian music,
and stories that you won't hear anywhere else. To find out more, go to cbaa.org.au.
and stay tuned to Community Radio.
And yes, we just heard, last two songs were, well, the last song just then was The Beach Boys' Don't Worry Baby from 1964, but before that we heard Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street from 1978. I couldn't quite remember if I said the years or not, so I just said them again, so there we go. And now, fill us back in. What are you up to there, Beck?
Okay. So, basically, this is a little bit more information. I just thought it would be great for people to get a heads up if they'd like to organise any events. The International Day for People with a Disability falls on December the 3rd this year. So I think it's time, if you wanted to start planning any events to raise awareness in your community, get things together,
day, yes.
So this is a day that you can celebrate all the unique skills and talents that these wonderful people bring into our lives on a daily basis. There are so many things that we can learn from their experience, and this is a bit of a plug for myself, but living with altered abilities, because everyone's got something different.
So it's not, I don't know how politically correct it is to say someone's disabled, even though, because they still may be able to do things, maybe not maybe not on the same level that someone without the conditions they have, but that's what they're called, altered disability, not so much disability.
Yeah, I'm basically doing you a rap for everything that you can do.
It's putting everyone in that field in the right column, not saying that, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with what you can't do, it's only what you can.
Yes, that's right. Focusing what you can.
Yes.
Continue, sorry, yes.
No, you're right. So you might want to grab a pen again for this one. You can check out how to host an event on the website, which is www.idpwd.com.au.
A much simpler one this time, yes.
Yes. And they've got a whole lot of hosting information that you can help with events that you would like to have in your community or in your organisation. But on that note, I'd also like to talk about the 2023 Focus on Ability short film festival. They closed their entries on the 21st of July 2023. They have been sponsored by Nova Employment and also the International Day of People with a Disability. There are 310 finalists from 17 different countries, which is bringing the abilities of people onto the world stage.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was quite a big number of people in quite a lot of different countries.
Well, certainly no small number.
They also have screening events in Melbourne, Adelaide, Fremantle, Brisbane, Sydney, Launceston, Canberra and Darwin. And you can also, if you'd like to grab a pen again, email Ryan at focusonmyability.com.
All one word.
And you can secure your ticket and attend in one of these locations. And if you wanted to find out more specific dates on when those actual screenings are taking place, pen again, you can jump on the website at www.focusonability.com.
Obviously, you don't include the all one word part when you're on the internet, but yeah.
Yes, so
that's very nice.
I think that it's really great to see that they're doing something on such a large scale to bring to the forefront that people are doing wonderful things with the abilities that they have.
Just keeping the I can't say the altered ability ball rolling. Yes.
Yes. The next one that I read up, I thought was an interesting one. It is based in WA, but I thought it would be great to have something available like that here where we could utilise the lottery to give grants to people. So in Western Australia, they recently got a massive boost in funding injected for people with a disability. A $2.9 million Lottery West grant was awarded to the Good Semi Enterprises. The funds will go towards upgrading the old property at the headquarters in Canning Vale. This will largely ensure accessibility and the diverse supports required to deliver employment and training services at the facility.
Lovely.
Bringing the facility up to date with compliance, providing an inclusive environment. Good Semi employs up to 700 staff, of which 400 are classed as people with a disability in their locations at Perth, Geraldton, Northam, Albury and Bunbury. So they've got they've got 5 different locations, so they're not just a one-off place over there.
And just doing a bit of a, well, not sure how accurate this is, but just a quick math there, percentages, that's a little bit over 50%.
Yes.
Of people classed as living with a disability. So
working there, so I think that's a great thing that they're doing. They've actually increased their percentage of people in the disability workforce to 32% or more in the last year.
Wow.
So that's a great initiative, and it's good to see them stepping up and including people of all different kinds of backgrounds into their workforce.
It's a class act, it is. And now I'm just going to get some more tunes in there, Bic, here. I've got here Pete Townsend with Let My Love Open the Door from 1980. We jumped into the 80s branch here now, so got a few from the 80s. Next up we've got some Diesel, but yeah, this is Pete Townsend for now. And yes, that was just Diesel with Cry and Shame from 1989. Of course, before that we said another month in the 80s before that with Pete Townsend, Let My Love Open the Door, but I already said that one, so yeah. And now let's go back straight into it before we run out of time. Go for it there, Beck.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here's an interesting one that I thought was worthwhile talking about.
Yep.
Gina Reinhardt.
We all know the rich mining magnate, or whatever they call her. Yeah.
Yes. She's actually donated money to the Australian Paralympic team.
There we go. There's a difference. There we go. Good stuff.
Her contribution will ensure that each athlete winning gold, silver or bronze will see the financial rewards equal to those received by able-bodied athletes.
Wow.
So it's putting on par.
So she's going to make sure that the financial incentive is going to be equal on both sides of the disabled or not.
Yeah. So basically the people that go to the normal Olympics get a hell of a lot more than people in the Paralympics.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how politically correct you want to say with normal, but yeah, I know we all know what you mean. It's okay.
Yeah, so
No
this way they'll all receive the same amount, no matter
equal by pages, equal standing. Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, so gold medal winners will now get $20,000. Silver medal winners will get $15,000, and bronze will get $10,000.
Yes, that's a fair.
It's a good incentive, yeah.
That's right, yeah. Well, we said at the same time. Good stuff.
But also, there will also be a bonus of $30,000 to anyone that breaks a world record. So, good initiative for people to get in there and try and break a world record.
Do the right thing, yeah.
Yes, so
I'll put this one, maybe, I don't know how loose this context is, but dare I say, if they really pull their finger out and actually get there and break the record, and there we go.
It's worthwhile, yeah.
There we go, yes. I mean, I know probably not going to be politically correct there, what I just said, but yeah, we'll go with it, okay?
No, well, I felt that it was a good news story.
It's certainly on the right level.
To make people realise that we all need a level footing.
Yes.
And so that's exciting times for those that are set to attend the 2024 Olympics in Paris. They now have something worth working towards.
Beautiful.
And the Australian Paralympic movement has advocated for equity in opportunity for quite a few years in this field, so I'm sure that's a massive boost to what they've been working towards.
Yes.
And the Achievement Fund is an awesome initiative to support and reward those competing at an elite level. I think that there should be some kind of incentive to congratulate these people on all the hard work and training that they put in over the 4-year period between the Paralympics.
Right. The gap period, I understand, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that 10-second.
I'm sorry, I've forgotten if you mentioned which Paralympics this was. Was this 2024? That's next year's, yes?
Yes.
Right.
So it will be next year. So
Paris.
They're excited. I'm pretty sure that they're jumping through roofs if they can at the moment.
Of course they would.
And then the last one that I wanted to talk about today is, it's a little bit far away, but I thought it's a lovely day trip if you wanted to make your way down there this weekend. The Canberra Disability Expo, which will be on Friday the 1st and Saturday the 2nd of September. The theme is My Future, My Choice. It's at Exhibition Park, which is free entry. And if you would like to grab a pen for this one, you can jump onto...
Here comes another website.
It's all one word, canberradisabilityexpo.com.au.
Once more, that's Canberra Disability Expo, all one word, .com.au.
And you can click on the Register Today button, which is located in the top right-hand side of the page.
Sounds simple, but yeah. Not everybody's into it, but go for it.
You can find out more information about the parking as well. The exhibitors obtain a floor plan,
yes,
to work out what to look at through the exhibition or on the stage and entertainment schedule. There are a broad range of organisations and services displaying what they have on offer, and that would include people with aids and equipment, social and leisure options, financial and legal services, education, training and employment providers, government and advocacy organisations, support and vehicle services, allied health professionals and support services, as well as in-home care providers. So it's quite extensive.
And now, just to clear up what you just said then, just like you said it, that would include people with AIDS. I thought they meant like physical AIDS, like saying like a walking stick or a wheelchair, something like that, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, not the actual disease, which is the first thing that popped in my head, so yes. Just clearing all that, yeah?
Yes, so then you'll be able to hear from leading experts in the sector and enjoy the all abilities, adult and children's entertainment available on the day.
Beautiful.
So it's a little bit of a drive away, but I think if that's something that you'd like to find out more information about or what's available, it's a great thing to do for a day trip.
Well, to me, what you just mentioned then sounded like it was going to be worth the effort.
Yeah, I think it would be a worthwhile thing. There's a lot of information that you could get from talking to people in all these different industries.
Of course, there'd be more stuff available than what you just mentioned then, because we haven't really got time to go through the whole thesaurus or dictionary of all the stuff available, but yeah.
Yeah, so I think there'd be a lot of things that you'd find that you're able to be involved in or have services come out to you, so...
There we go.
I think there's a lot available there.
And don't forget, you can always go to any of the many websites we mentioned there with further information on hold for sure. Okay, so now let's just get away from information now. Let's stop talking. Here's some Split Ends, I Got You from 1980. Great song. And yes, that was just Harry Connick Jr., yes, the actor, singing A Wink and a Smile in a very... I'm not sure what the exact... I forget.
Is it nostalgic?
Oh, maybe a nostalgic... I forget. I'm talking about the style he's done it in. Maybe like a...
I can only go off the time frame. 1930s, maybe?
Yeah, maybe even a 20s, maybe a 20s style sort of thing. I haven't looked it up or anything, but I know it was very classy the way he did it. Yes. Name of the song, A Wink and a Smile, released in 1993, but sung in a very 20s Broadway style, yeah?
Yeah, the best I can think of is a bit like Bublé.
Oh, Michael Bublé, yeah?
Yeah, that kind of croning.
Crooner, that's one crooner style. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Couldn't think of it right then.
No worries.
Okay, so you said what you have to say?
Pretty much. So I'd just like to reiterate.
Repeat, go over?
Just remind everybody.
Yeah,
If you do get stuck on any of those websites and you'd like to look them up, we do have our podcast.
Right, the podcast.
Which is available through YouTube, and I won't give you another address. If you look up Ability Matters,
like Google?
you should be able to play everything back that you heard today, and then be able to get the information that I've spoken about.
So everything that, like this whole track, everything we've said today on today's show, or in fact every week's show, is going to be somewhere on the Ability Matters podcast.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yes.
There you go.
So you can always go back and have another listen later if there's something that you missed or want to find out more about.
And now I should specify now, it's only words. The songs won't be there.
Yes, no.
Because
music.
Because of the copyright and all that kind of thing. But yes, everything we've spoken will be there, so all the information will be there, which is probably what you're more or less after at the end of the day. Otherwise, yeah, because for songs, you're always going to have to come back and tune back into the show.
Yeah, you'll have to listen live for that one.
Exactly, there you go. And that was more incentive for you to always listen every week, but I said it, so there we go. And now I'm just going to play some more 90s stuff. This is from the same year as the last song, both 1993. This time it's Australians' Crowded House with Distant Sun. And yes, I just closed today's show with a big bad Voodoo Daddy big band's version of the theme song from the show Third Rock from the Sun with John Travolta. Yeah, we all remember that one. It was from the year, well, it was actually a big band style from the year 1999 to 2000. So I don't think it was on every week, but yeah, it's a good version. Thank you.
Great one. You actually had me stumped on what it was.
Yeah, that's okay. And okay, so that's going to have to be close to the last song of today this week. So
thank you, everybody that listened and tuned in today. It was great to be able to sit down and talk with you about a few things.
Explain a few things, that's right, yes.
And also to have Tony with wonderful music to back it up.
Oh, thank you so much, yes. And don't forget to stay listening for the smooth connection with a new face. I'm sure that, yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. It's cool. She looks good, so it's okay. Then I'm going to close today's show with a band called the Epic Orchestra. They do their version of Can You Feel the Love Tonight by Elton John. It's actually from The Lion King 1994, but their version of the song is from the year 2020. And this is actually their 2023 update, so there we go. Now, I'm going to enjoy this one, so I'll see you all next week. Well, hope you're all listening next week, so till then, see you next time. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.